sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon in January 2022. We're almost there, folks. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace. From a professional witch, now available on Kindle, link in the description box. Having a field day over on Patreon. My humans, my heroes, my immortals, my gods and my goddesses are having a field day over there with me. Link in the description box. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Hi. Mars conjunct Leo rising, if you can't tell. And very, very happy to be serving, not from my usual location. I am visiting family for the holidays up in Saratoga. I'm in the guest room. And of course, I'm a Virgo. I take work with me. So I don't know that I could get more comfortable without still being awake. Since you are fifth house, the pleasure sign, Leo, let's get up in this gig. If you are new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. So it's not a timeless reading, it's a timed reading. A waxing moon, new to full. We'll talk about that in a minute. But these 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, spirit. I know it's very Avatar, The Last Airbender, but cope to help you shape your intention, to cast for something, intend for something at the new moon, and watch it grow and manifest to full. That's the basic idea. So let's look at this, shall we? I do have my clipboard. Let's look at this 2-week period. We're looking at the new moon in Capricorn, Sunday, January 2nd, 11:33 p.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York. But I want to say that that's a really powerful new moon. It makes sense it's in January. Capricorn is 10th house, highest potential. So to plant a seed for your highest potential is one thing indeed, but do understand if we knew what our highest potential was, we would run and hide, because it's a hero's journey, right? So it's a good thing for more long term, right? Ruled by Saturn. But then we are looking at the waxing, the building, the expanding, the attracting phase of the moon. I should say half of the moon, half of the moon cycle, to the full moon in Cancer. On Monday, January 17th, 6:48 p.m. it hits full, but it also goes void of course at the same time. And there's not time to explain what void of course is, but if you know, you know, and if you don't, go look it up. Seriously, it's worth knowing. Magic's not always at its highest when the moon is void of course. But it does go into Leo at 11:02 p.m. that night, right, on January 17th. So have at it, right? It's sort of like you're catching a bit of early full moon energy for yourself. That being said, it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not everything fits for everybody. It's only 5 cards. If you get like 3 out of 5 that hit for you, that's fine. The other 2 will probably reveal themselves as you get closer to the full moon or even after. Other than that, both feet on the floor if you can. I obviously can't. I'm sitting on a bed, but focus on your breath, if you will. I will certainly do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can, that I was sent into this world to do for the well-being of all. Let's do this. We're going to start with the element of fire. The magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Ah, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, let's make that a double, shall we? Here we go. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, for the element of fire, using the magical spell cards, please, what is the spell fragment to help them hone and clarify their element of fire, their element, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, this new to full January 2022. Prosperity. Chances are this is in the title. The spell fragment: as this tree grows, so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Now, cute rhyming couplet, rhyming fine with divine, I'm okay with that. But prosper from the universal divine, I mean, it's not really up to your human aspect to determine what that is. I would say, to start off in a general read, that prosperity can come in all sorts of different ways. I mean, I trained myself as a teenager onward in the New Age, and then, you know, the witch stuff I picked up along the way. That prosperity comes in many different forms. It's not always about money, but for most people it is. So in a general read, keep that in mind, and a really good way to do that. I mean, prosperity, the word itself comes from the Roman name Proserpina, who is Persephone, the Roman version of the Greek goddess Persephone, maiden of spring, lady of summer, queen of the underworld, right? So get that prosperity can be about a prosperity of health, a prosperity of wealth in all sorts of different ways, right? But something that prospers is usually a blessing in some way, shape, or form. Off to a good start there. Let's keep going. The element of earth. We're going to use the Crystal Oracle. I forgot to take the bookie book out. This is one of the bookie book decks. Because Tony Carmine Salerno did a really great job with these. It's actually very oracular. A lot of things call themselves oracles, but this one actually kind of functions as one, like down to the detail. So your element of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, whether you have the stone indicated or not, for me is a moot point, because you can always use a clear quartz and empower it with whatever vibe you want. But if you have it, great. And if you want to go get it, have at it. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the Archangels of the North, powers of Earth, the Archangel of Lyons, hence my angelic lineage, please, one card in clarity for the Leo Collective. Archangel of Lyons, the Leo Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. Please leave the card in my hand. What is their element of earth? The fuel that feeds the fire and helps them ground and manifest their heart's desire of prosperity. This new to fall, January 2022. Rose quartz. Come on, you have a rose quartz around the house somewhere. Look under the couch. Everybody has rose quartz. I mean, and if you don't, really easy to buy. And I don't see why anybody would make imitation rose quartz. It's just too available. So let's see what Tony Carmine Salerno has to say about rose quartz. Most people consider it certainly a love stone, and I will agree with that. But it tends to be more agape, universal love. In fact, unconditional love is one of the key words. Peace, joy, and loving thoughts. Loving thoughts. Blessings! Exclamation point. You are being bathed in love, light, and healing energy by the universe and those who dearly love and treasure you. Well, why wouldn't you be? You're a Leo. Who else is everybody else going to revolve around? This is a time of peace and joy, a time to reflect on all that you are grateful for. Good time of year for it. Share your love and blessings with your friends and loved ones. Remember, the more love you give, the more love you automatically receive in return. And that is true, not just because of, law of attraction. But I'll tell you this, test this out. Here's an experiment for you to do. Here's the hypothesis. The love you feel is the love you give. Right? Because people can love you and you can be completely unaware of it, right? I mean, it's nice getting applause, appreciation, but just notice, what is it that you really feel? All right, they're giving me this image. I've known this for decades. The carotid artery, I think it's the carotid artery in the heart, looks very much like the sign of Leo. So to me, Leo, courage, right? The lion-hearted, right? So to just play with that, experiment that, with that. Know that you truly deserve all the blessings coming your way, because we all do, but Leos in particular, because we're exemplary. The following is a short prayer that you may wish to recite so that others may also open their hearts to the healing power of love. All right, give it to them full blast. This is a nice little addition. Quick, get a Post-it and a pen. We'll play this back later. The prayer. We pray for love to heal and guide us, to illuminate our hearts and minds, so that we may all come to see and feel the sacred flame of light we each hold. For then we shall truly know, beyond all doubt, that only love is real and only love is eternal. So I'm gonna be, I like that a lot. So grab a hunk of chunka rose quartz. That's the tits. I like that. I like that, particularly with prosperity. Now you put these two together. This could be a prosperity of love, or by you really like sending out love. Of course, then you can look at as you sow, so shall you reap. Really good for a new moon read. Digging it. I think you might have one of the better readings so far. You're only number 5 though. So let's get the element of air, healing with the Angels Oracle. Fire needs air. Air does not need fire. In earth science. So let's see who the healing angels who are here to help you with this. But remember, there is a cosmic law of non-intervention when it comes to angels and archangels. You have to ask. You have to make the call, and that call can be help. Well, that's good. But, you know, with what we've got going here, it feels pretty cool. Please take a nice deep breath. You just said, relax, kid, relax. The energy's high. As I call upon the angels and archangels of fire, the sign of Leo, powers of the south, the Michaelites, the Archangel Michael Legion, please. One card in clarity for the Leo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun watching this video, receiving this reading. Who are the healing angels they most need to call upon, work with, think about, read about, Google search, to stoke the flame of prosperity, their heart's desire, using that rose quartz, unconditional love, right? That really, really lovely, lovely giving and receiving of love, but with great blessings coming their way. This new to full January 2022. Balance. The healing angels of balance. Now I will say, you want to talk chakras for a second? 3 lower chakras, right? Root, sacrum, solar plexus. 3 upper chakras, throat, third eye, crown. The heart is the fulcrum. Now I work with the 8th chakra, so that changes that. But this is why blessing your heart, loving your heart, opening your heart literally changes the energy dynamic of your breath, of your blood, and a great way to bring you into balance. Now I will say, why would somebody need to call upon the healing angels of balance unless there were some imbalances? And imbalance is part of life here in the 3rd and 4th dimensional planet Earth, right? Every time you take a step forward, you're off balance for a second, right? Like that's how often, right? The balance of inhale and exhale, right? Oxygen and carbon dioxide is pretty key. You know, all sorts of balance can be played out in all sorts of ways. But when we're talking about the element of air, this might very well be about sending love to those areas, to those people, places, and things to bring them into balance. Sort of like said in the Crystal Oracle here, about that prayer, right, of blessing everybody's heart. Now, Matt Kahn, spiritual teacher, Hay House author, we're using his mantra deck, last card down, we'll get there. Really puts out there what we kind of all know intrinsically, and if you are a Bob Marley devotee like I was raised to be, one love, one heart, that there really is only one heart. So when you bless your love with, when you bless your heart with love, when you open your heart for any reason, season, or lifetime, right, for any purpose, place, or thing, person, place, or thing, you are blessing all hearts. It's called unity consciousness, something that's really available to see in the 3rd dimension. In the 4th dimension, we can start getting some hints about that, but 5th dimension, unity consciousness, that's where we're headed. So digging that for us, I'll claim this as a Leo rising. But now let's look at the element of water, right? The Whispers of Love Oracle, the Party Turner deck, as I like to call it, because there's a good touch of emotion here with that rose quartz, that love, right? So let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say, perhaps my own included. Breathe. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, to stoke their element of fire of prosperity with that rose quartz, that unconditional love and all that other stuff, and a side of heart-centered fries, with the healing angels of balance helping them here when called upon. What is the element of water? The energy in motion, known as emotion, for the Leos this new to full January 2021. I have to do my Neil Diamond impersonation. Please forgive me in advance. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. This is so Diplo. This isn't even Lego puzzle pieces. This is like Diplo, like the real like nursery school, like 5 big honka chunka puzzle pieces. Come on, this rose quartz is all about that heart-centeredness, right? That unconditional, all-encompassing love. Turn on your heart light. Oh, it's everything we've been talking about here, but of course, to find your mental balance and to ask the angels for that, because then the prosperity we're talking about here, even if you want to go law of attraction, if you're really sending out consistently, not every second of every day, that can often lead to emotional bypassing, which does not go well. But certainly a little bit every day. Grab a piece of rose quartz, right? Say the spell, do the mantra when it comes, and think about a time when you experienced love. Now, I know we immediately jump to the romantic thing, which can be a little bit of a landmine field, right? A little bit of a minefield. But it's easy for me when I, because I'm here with my parents right now and my family, so it's easy for me to open my heart. I don't see them that often. I haven't seen my older brother. I have 2 brothers and a sister. My older brother I haven't seen in years, like at least 8 or 9 years. So it's lovely. And his new wife, she's French. She's lovely. It's so wonderful. But then I can tune into my boys, my cats at home. I'm like, love, right? So I walk a heart-centered path to the best of my ability. That's why I'm not such a fucking asshole, right? With my readings and my teaching stuff, because I get we're all one. But to turn on your heart light on the regular is a good idea anyway. But think of the prosperity, that the vibrational match to that, if I may be Abraham Hickey for a second. Let's see what the card of spirit is here. I like this reading for us. I do. Let's see. Matt Kahn, please, no womp womp. No womp womp. No turd in the punch bowl, please. For the Leos. This is the card of spirit. So let's say you grab a piece of rose quartz, you call in the healing angels of balance, you cast for prosperity, turning on your heart light. This would be the thing to charge the spell, as well as to do the mantra a little bit every day as it waxes. Please take a nice deep breath. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, please. As I call upon the Ascended Masters, and I don't know if this is soul contract based, this could be about anything. So please, General Assembly, Ascended Masters, which is hard to say, 1 card in clarity. For the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, please, what is the perfect healing mantra for us? So we can manifest this prosperity with that rose quartz unconditional love, with the healing angels of balance that we're going to call in, and turning on our heart light this new moon to full moon, January 2022. Balancing the brain, you got a double whammy. You got a double whammy. This is all about the yin and the yang, the yang, excuse me. I am from New York. Because it's the left and right hemispheres of the brain, the masculine and the feminine. I can be yin and do yang all at once. I can be and do all at once. This is great. This is about mindfulness. If we have any Eastern spiritual practice people watching, this is very much the Zen dealio. I love this mantra because as a Virgo, which is very do, and a Pisces moon, very be, it allows me to get more done in my day than I realize. Balancing the brain. I can be and do, be all at once. When the brain is balanced, you are no longer bouncing back and forth between being and doing. You allow each action to be expressed from a space of mindfulness, peace, and ease. That's called when you're in the flow, too. Like when I'm in a creative flow, like doing these readings, I don't script this. This is not scripted. You can tell this is not scripted, right? But I do the prayer, I do the breath work, lights, camera, action, satisfaction, and then I just do it, and it's very in the flow. But that happens in other places in my life, and I'm even starting to do it when I clean the house-ish. In a balanced brain, each inner battle has been won, which makes it easier to navigate around those whose minds are still entrenched in conflict. So hence your ability to keep your heart open and understand that's their pain. I'm not here to be the victim of their pain, but to be a witness and a blesser of them. And I still have to say the best blessing curse I know, called a blurse, is may you heal. But you can really mean, may you heal. May you heal. From my heart to yours, may you heal. From this space, you are able to do all that needs to be done while operating from your soul's natural state of being. Because remember, you're not a human. You're a soul in a human body. This mantra is ideal for reducing stress at work, being a more mindful parent, even of fur babies, and increasing levels of accountability. I can be and do all at once, balancing the brain. I have to say, this is a very holographic read. All of these interconnect, but again, for a general read, what's your prosperity about? Let me give you a blessing, as I like to do, because I love to find out what's going to come out of my mouth when I do this. Please take a nice deep breath. It's even a cliffhanger for me. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine to please bless us, Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, even giving this reading. For this new moon twofold, may we be blessed with all that we need, that we may balance our brain, getting that we can be and do all at once, turning on our heart light, ouch, allowing ourselves the time to reflect upon when we experienced love, calling upon the healing angels of balance to help balance the brain, which is so right on the nose here, so that whatever it is that we're thinking or feeling, that we can be and do all at once, working with that lovely rose quartz vibe of unconditional love, feeling that love, sending that love, receiving that love, and agape, friendly love, the love of the one, unity love, so that we can manifest the prosperity we yearn for, we burn for, our heart's desire. So as the trees grow so strong, so fine, so may we prosper from the universal divine, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. That's a hot read. Well, it's a cool read. It's so hot, it's cool, it's so cool, it's so hot, it's so hot, it's cool, so cool, it's hot, hot, hot. Sorry, I'm Generation X. I have the 80s lyrics tattooed in my brain, apparently. So did you like it? You should like it. Hit like, help the other Leos find it. You want more of me? Subscribe, and come play with me on Patreon, or as I like to say, come Playtreon. Link in the description box. Otherwise, wishing you all very, very, very blessed of this beautiful. Comment below. What's the kind of prosperity you're casting for? I know what I'm going to be casting for. I love you all, my Leos. Wow, hell. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.